Welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies video. In this video, I'm going to be covering the newly added starting room mode that has gone live alongside the COD Tunes event in Black Ops 6 Zombies, showing you the strategy to play and the specific tips for every single map. Let's begin. The starting room mode is available across cel-shaded variants of all 5 currently released maps in Black Ops 6 Zombies: Terminus, Liberty Falls, Citadelle Des Morts, The Tomb, and Shattered Vale. And the mode's challenge is found in the name. You'll be confined to the first room in whatever map you pick, inspired by Moon's No Man's Land, and you'll only have access to the things that are normally located in the spawn room, as if you were playing a standard zombies match on that map. This guide will cover a general overview of the mode, some general strategies, and then move on to map-specific elements and playstyles. Unlike the prior limited time modes, this one is actually great, thank god, apart from the cel shade, which is kind of pointless and just makes the map look worse, aesthetically. But regardless, I really hope Treyarch can keep the mode in permanently because it is a bunch of fun, and this is what the LTM should be striving for, but they just shouldn't be limited. The mode offers rewards for each map, with the target for each map being to reach round 40, except for Terminus, which is a reduced target of round 30 due to its difficulty, due to it being so confined. The rewards are a variety of Gobblegums, including a guaranteed ultra rarity Gobblegum for each map, which can be seen on the menu you can see on screen. Since you'll be confined to just one room, the difficulty of this mode is considerably higher than normal zombies. However, by knowing some key pieces of information, you can massively increase your chances of unlocking the reward, and it's great that Treyarch have finally made an official starting room challenge, as the community has been doing this on their own accord just for fun for years, and those who have been doing so are of course much better prepared for this. But let's get into the tips and tricks. The first thing to know is that the random perk power-up is now part of the regular drop pool. You can expect to see one drop every few rounds, so even though the only perks that will spawn in or Wonder Fizz are the ones that naturally spawn in the areas, this will be the way you're getting perks mainly, since you'll have access to barely any, if not zero perks on some of the maps. Collecting these will be massively impactful for your chances of survival. If you are lucky enough to get quick revive, use the Dying Wish augment, which is one of the strongest in the game, and it's even more impactful for this mode, as going down means you'll lose perks with no Wonder Fizz machine or regular machines to simply buy them back. The easiest way to get ahead in the mode is ultimately by using Gobblegums. A few, such as on the house, which gives all players a random perk of course, Crate Power, which upgrades the next gun you take from the mystery box to Pack-a-Punch level 1, or War Power, which does the same for war buys, including the GS45 available in the Liberty Falls spawn room, can help make up for the lack of perks and upgrade machines available for you. If you are playing with friends, Phoenix Up could save the day. It is also a great time to use Flavor Hexed, as near enough all of the ultra rarity Gobblegums you can be granted are extremely useful. Some less rare ones can still be impactful too, such as Free Fire, which can help you kill an elite enemy, and several very strong blue rarity Gobblegums, such as Power Keg, Killjoy, Temporal Gift, and Anywhere But Here. For guns, the most solid ones to bring in are strong assault rifles such as the Krig or CR56 AMAX. However, if you are using the War Power or Crate Power Gobblegums to apply Pack-a-Punch to your weapons, then better guns are available, such as, like I said before, the GS45 from the wall on some maps and from the box while using Crate Power. Things like Wonder Weapons of course are very useful, and other weapons such as the LR762 explosive sniper rifle or the Maelstrom equipped with Dragon Breath can be some of the most effective weapons at Pack-a-Punch level 1. The Shock Charge is an extremely strong piece of tactical equipment for this mode and is effective against amalgams, particularly as you are in a confined area. You really need to be stunning them so you can weave around them. While the Tomahawk lethal equipment is very useful in this mode as well, since you can pick up Tomahawks and they will one-shot kill all regular zombies and can even kill several zombies in a line with one throw, and of course this is very useful when you are weaving through a corner and a zombie is there or many. Field upgrades that can help you survive in a difficult situation tend to be the most useful for this mode, with Tesla Storm being a front runner as it both helps you survive and damages enemies, while Ether Shroud of course helps a lot since you'll be invisible for a short period of time and can really help if you're ever cornered, and Frenzy Guard is also a strong pick to bring into the game. Don't forget to also look out for and utilize traps as frequently as possible, as with the nature of the mode, your guns will struggle to kill zombies in the later rounds, but you will have a massive amount of points. Next, I want to cover map-specific strategies for every single one available, as the resources available to you, as well as the play spaces, will vary massively. We'll start with the hardest, Terminus, which rewards the Hidden Power Gobblegum, where the target is to just reach round 30. The target is lower than the rest of the maps, like I said before, which are to reach round round 40 because Terminus has the fewest resources available to you and the most confined play space. You'll have no mystery box, limited to just the GS45 Warbuy and the Gobblegum machine. The GS45 Warbuy can be very useful when combined with War Power, especially if you are lucky enough to get PhD Flopper through a random perk drop or the on the house Gobblegum. In Black Ops 6 Zombies, the rarity of war weapons can increase every 5 rounds starting from round 6 onwards, so if you notice a rarity increase, it can be worth using another War Power to use an even stronger version, especially on a map of this difficulty. Ammo is usually an issue while using the GS45, but since you are limited to Pack-a-Punch level 1, the 1000 cost from an ammo box isn't a problem, so you can keep refreshing there. Tesla Storm shines on this map due to the electric damage it does to the amalgam. You will also have a tentacle trap to use in the spawn room, which can be very effective bringing the hordes in. One useful piece of information is that while you can slide under this trap, if you are running and go below it, the trap will pick you up and try to kill you. This can be beneficial as entering this trap this way gives you a small amount of invulnerability. Just make sure to immediately look up and shoot a bullet to escape the trap, as otherwise you'll of course just die and have your brain sucked out. If you manage to reach round 30 on Terminus, you'll be awarded a Gobblegum pack, which includes a hidden power Gobblegum. Next is the other launch map in Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is Liberty Falls. You'll need to reach round 40 on this map, but you do have a much larger open play space as well as a mystery box to utilize. The GS45 Warbuy is here as well, of course, and does very well against regular zombies as well as the manglers. However, a fully automatic assault rifle or LMG will likely fare better against the abomination spawns, and since you have more space to work with, as the pistols will struggle to get critical hits on these, and you have to go to higher rounds on this one, and the GS45 does not do as massive damage when they do hit the critical shots. The Dark Ether Field Generator Trap is extremely powerful here, not doing much damage to you when you stand inside it, but easily killing zombies and even doing large damage to manglers. Using this as frequently as possible will make things much easier. If you are getting overwhelmed by zombies, climbing on top of the van and then onto the roof can give you a few seconds to recover some health and space to jump back down and get away from a large zombie horde. The Liberty Falls Gobblegum pack you unlock if you reach round 40 includes the Timeout Gobblegum. Next is Citadelle Des Morts DLC 1, and this is one of the most straightforward maps despite having no trap, as you have so much available to you. Inside the tavern, you will find an armory machine which is usable throughout the match as salvage will drop, a tier 2 armor Warbuy which reduces the damage you take, and access to the Wunderfizz machine at round 25, allowing you to purchase all perks if you get to that point. You'll also have a crafting table in the basement beneath, where you can craft any equipment you will need. The amalgams will be your biggest threat in this map, and you'll want to utilize electric damage from Deadwire, shock charges, and Tesla Storm, keeping them at a distance and utilizing the tavern, going inside one way and outside the other to try and slow down the amalgam and keep distance between you. Of course, once again, once you've reached round 40 on this map, you'll be awarded with a Gobblegum pack, including the Raindrops Gobblegum. Moving along, we now have the Tomb, which is another somewhat straightforward one. Despite having no traps and not being the biggest of spawn rooms, it's still relatively open, and in this map you'll have access to the Pack-a-Punch machine's spawn location, meaning you can upgrade any gun to Pack-a-Punch level 3, which completely separates it apart from the other starting room challenges. Of course, regularly in the map it will spawn in the Dark Ether Nexus, but this is the other spawn location it can move to, but it's always here by default in this mode. You'll also have one of the very best perks in the game with PhD Flopper spawning here, and then like Citadelle Des Morts, you'll have an armory machine and a tier 2 armor Warbuy. Once again, you'll have amalgams, but with the armory and Pack-a-Punch machine available. Damaging them should not be a problem. Instead, your capability to survive will be more limited as you will not have access to all perks, so using Frenzied Guard or Ether Shroud will be the more viable option on this map. There are a lot of points you can mantle, and while not being large, there is a decent amount of open area, so with PhD Flopper, if you are using the PhD Slider Augment, you shouldn't have trouble creating gaps between you and any stronger enemies, knocking them down. Reaching round 40 on the Tomb will give you a Gobblegum pack, once again obviously including the near-death experience Gobblegum. Now on to what is currently the latest release map in Black Ops 6 Zombies Shattered Veil whilst waiting for DLC 4, The Reckoning Janus Towers, whatever it ends up being called. In this challenge, the map is extremely similar to Liberty Falls, most notably just with a smaller play space. You are provided with a mystery box, a Gobblegum machine, and a Dark Ether Field Generator Trap. The trap is positioned well as there is one spot where, if you stand behind the trap, all zombies zombies that spawn will path into the trap and die. The main threat here is the Elder Disciple, and you'll want to kill him as soon as possible. Using field upgrades such as Ether Shroud and Frenzied Guard, utilizing the traps to slow down zombies, and focusing on him and an insta-kill power-up active are the best ways to do large amounts of damage to the Elder Disciple. And finally, reaching round 40 on Shattered Veil and getting its Gobblegum pack will reward you with the Wonder Bar Gobblegum. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the newly released starting room mode in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you have enjoyed the mode and if you were able to complete any of the challenges or even all of them to get the ultra rare Gobblegums available. It seems like we'll have some announcements on DLC for the Reckoning very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for covering all of the updates regarding that. But I think this has been a great step in the right direction for Treyarch with their LTMs, and I'm hoping for more fun ones moving forward as we wait for Black Ops 7 and moving forward into Black Ops 7 itself to fill the gaps between main map releases, especially the major drought we're in right now. The final map can't come soon enough. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.